Yes, you know what it is, Royalty Radio, www.royaltyradio.ca, www.cfrradio.com, 905-828-3447. If you got the TuneIn Radio app, make sure to download that, search for CFRE, and you'll be tuned in with us right now. Of course, back in the building, we've got producer extraordinaire doing his thing. I mean, he's been here so many times, we don't even need to introduce him no more. He's just known as Moses, because he's got that long beard, you know?
Introduce him.
Well, you know, he's been a talented dude. He's been doing his thing. He's had a lot of music, you know. I'm not even about introducing him to that because you know what? He's home. He's found. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Royalty Radio once again. Of course, we've got Metcalfe in the building. How you doing, my man?
Great, man. How about you?
Good. Man, it's been a while since you've been here, but you know, you've been having a couple projects on the go and everything like that. Please give us an update on what you've been up to.
All right. I'm finally getting somewhere near finishing my album that I started earlier this year. It was originally going to be an EP, but then I felt like doing the whole entire album.
Okay.
Helping Peter Jackson finish up his mixtape, his album. We got a 9 Nickel album coming out too.
Okay.
And besides that, just working with random artists throughout the city.
All right. Shout out to all the random artists, of course. But definitely, man, getting to the project, I mean, you said you initially didn't feel like you were going to go all the way, and all of a sudden you came back. What was it that inspired you to, complete it?
The amount of great songs that I was coming up with a lot of artists, and I felt like I was bringing a lot of artists together that haven't worked together.
Right.
Like JD Era and Peter Jackson.
Right.
Got them together. Sazy and Peter Jackson.
Okay.
I got G-Unit, an artist from G-Unit working with a guy from Calgary.
Okay.
And G5 from Pickering.
Right.
So it's like I like bringing people together, networking everyone, and I feel like it's just going to make everything that much better.
For sure. And for you, as a producer, right? I mean, how easy or how hard is it for you to actually bring, artists together? Because, a lot of times, unfortunately, the politics and everything, I don't want to work with that person, this person, that. How is it,
it's hard.
For you?
Really hard.
I mean, what were some of the concessions you had to make to each of them?
It's just dealing with egos, basically. Some people passed on. I have 2 tracks with this kid from Calgary, and 2 people passed on him because his biggest song out had 1,000 views on it. And then he ended up so far having one of my favorite songs on the whole album.
Right.
So it's just people not wanting to work with people they don't know and trying to stay within their comfort zone, whereas I'm trying to push everyone out of it.
And do you think it's fair that they should only, do you think it's really fair that they should only work with people just because they don't know somebody? Shouldn't mean that they shouldn't work with them.
Were they willing to educate themselves about the artist by chance? Like to hear them out or check out?
Not the song that I did with them, they would just Google his name and then
that was it.
And then write it off.
So they were more attracted to the number of listens and the number of views, and they felt that if he didn't have it, it wasn't worth working.
Yeah, they didn't they would feel like he was gonna take off their views, or he was gonna eat off of their views and their fan base, and it's like I'm here just trying to make good music, not worrying about numbers we're posting on.
And I mean, especially in that case too, like for you, do you think that that's something that would happen if, let's say, we have Dio in the building, so let's say Dio working with a lesser known artist, do you really think it would affect that much? Would it really take away from views? It shouldn't do that.
It could, but at the same time, it's just good music is going to be good music. People are going to want to hear good music. So sooner or later, people are going to notice other people. It just...
Because everybody starts from somewhere too, right?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of almost unfair for an artist to feel that way or to even think that way. Because at one point, nobody knew who they were.
Yeah.
Right? They had to start from somewhere as well. So...
I don't know what to say. Because the industry right now, it is a numbers game to some perspective. So it's a catch-22, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if it was like business-wise they dealt with the situation, then it could somewhat be understood. But if it was on an ego tip, which is more than likely on an ego tip and not like a rational business tip, then that's not appropriate. That's not true.
That's true. Now, we're talking about this album, but for those who don't know or those who are anticipating, let the people know what is the name of the album. Come on, tell me you got something by now.
Nothing Still.
All right, so that's the new name of the album, Nothing Still.
Nothing
All right,
Still.
so make sure to pay attention to that. Nothing Still is coming up to you soon, very soon.
I was thinking music is a lifestyle.
Music is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had some shirts drawn up, some graphic designs drawn up for it.
I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah.
He's like, it's coming.
The shirts have been detoxed with the album. So.
Okay. How many, in terms of the songs and everything, how many songs are going to be on this project?
I'm aiming for at least 12, 14 area.
Alright. That's dope. Now, of course, earlier you were also helping Peter Jackson with Good Company as well. Working with that, doing the whole, going down to Cuba, doing the whole Havana shoot. I mean, what was that like? That was a cool experience.
Crazy. It was absolutely nuts. Waka was mad cool with the whole thing. He came out and hung out with us the whole day during the shoot.
Yeah.
Video turned out really nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was Love and Hip Hop in the building? Did they come?
No.
Because I'd be like your best friend.
I know, that would be like, famous right there, instantly famous. Right there.
Well, amongst a lot of women, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like our soap opera right now.
Oh yeah, that'll take some time for me to get in. I still haven't been able to get into that at all.
You're not trying though.
I'm not
That's
trying.
your problem.
No, I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to try at some point. But I mean, aside from that though, with that project though, for those who are going to be listening to it for the first time, what do you want them to take from it?
The talent in the city. Everyone out here is talented. Well, most people out here are talented. everybody on the project is going to be super talented. There's not going to be any filler verses, any filler songs on it.
Okay.
I'm making sure.
And then you made sure to point that out to every artist.
Yeah, people have been cut off the tracks already.
Wow.
Or sent to redo verses or hooks.
Right, sergeants.
Wow.
You're like a surgeon.
Yeah.
Just snipping them off.
Have to be.
Okay, you can't cut that out.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's the whole concept of the whole mixtape? I mean, what's the direction you're trying to go with this mixtape?
I'm just trying to give people music that they want to hear. So I have certain tracks that are oriented towards the clubs, certain tracks that are oriented towards streets. I'm trying to get a few more like inspirational songs going up, a few more uplifting songs. I might throw in a pop song here and there.
Okay. You don't know.
I'm trying.
That might be for another project.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I said run it.
Run it?
Yeah.
Why not? Maybe a bonus. That'll be a bonus.
Yeah, bonus track.
There you go. All those heads out there, they'll definitely be willing to tune into that. And of course, the last time you came here also with Danny. How's Danny doing?
Great. He's working on a project too right now.
Okay.
I think his is called Dementia.
Dementia?
Yeah, it's super dark.
Alright.
It sounds
Just from that alone, I don't know. I think Suarez might be suffering from that, given what he's done today, man. But it's all good though. For sure. Are there going to be any videos or anything like that? Are you working with any other producers actually? Or is it just totally you?
Yeah, Danny's gonna be on. So far, he's on one that I did with Sazy and Peter Jackson.
Okay.
And I believe Bird is gonna be on one too.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
That'll be very good for the project as well. Now, in terms of videos, do you think you're gonna have any videos?
Oh yeah,
for that?
yeah. I'm trying to get at least 3 or 4 videos done for it, minimum.
Alright.
Yeah.
And when can we expect this whole project to be done?
Probably third quarter.
Third quarter?
Yeah, late third quarter.
You're making us wait.
Well, I guess, like a fine wine, right?
Yeah. I want to say summer, but
You don't think it'll be ready for
rapper schedules are. If it was on my schedule, it'd be out.
Rapper schedules.
Even 100.
Oh, that's true, man. I mean,
It's hard to get
They
everyone
don't
there.
work with clocks.
Anybody in the city, I'd rather get them in the studio with the other artists. Like, obviously for out-of-town features, they gotta do it on their own, but I'd rather get everyone in that studio environment together.
how often have you been able to do that so far? Everything you do that?
I've been able to get like G5 and Peter Jackson and all of them in the studio together. JD Eric came out to Oshawa to work with Peter Jackson. That was crazy.
Alright.
So it just depends. When everybody's done touring, everybody's not working on their own stuff.
Right.
They usually try and make an attempt.
And which ones do you think, off the album, which ones do you think are really going to make the most noise? Which tracks or which features do you have on there that you think will be holding the balance for you?
I got a Troy Ave feature.
Dope.
That's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
I got a track. The PJ and JD Euro track is gonna be nuts. It's called We Turn It Up.
You turn it up.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one, man. Just let the people know, just before we get into the break, man, let the people know what's good, where you can find you, all that good stuff, your website.
MetcalfeProductions.com, at Ryan Met on Twitter, at Metcalfe Productions on Instagram. It's not too hard to find me. Usually on there. Yeah, Google me.
Of course, definitely. Not on nickel for sure. All the support. I mean, with the support that's coming from them, I mean, what does it mean to you just to have that support?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They took me in as family. They're all not that much older than me, but I'd still be a kid compared to them. And they took me in as family, work with me every day. Anything I ever need, they give it to me. Any verses I ever need, they send them over. It was crazy.
Got Metcalfe in the building. I think it's that beard. That beard has given us some echo. Some feedback, some serious feedback, man. What inspired the growth of that, man? You playing playoff hockey or something, or what's going on?
Kind of the same idea behind it. I don't want to cut it until I get somewhere where I feel like I've accomplished something really big.
Okay.
Obviously, I've accomplished a lot so far, a lot more than other local producers, but I feel like I haven't accomplished what I want to yet.
Okay.
And once I do, once I have something worth shaving for, then I will shave.
That's some serious motivation.
Women like beards now, though.
I think that's the end thing, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Women love beards now.
I don't know if I could grow them, but hey. Kudos to you. If your girl says she loves it, then hey, that's it, right? That's the word right there. That's it, man. Of course, before I was joking, I said, you got a million projects, but outside of this one, what are the things that you're working towards right now?
Placements.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a placement with Waka on his album.
Okay.
That's one of the main things. And T.I.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work things out with him.
Okay.
There's a few. Like, I work with Boy Wonder every now and then.
Right.
So anything he has, usually I try and help him, like, with the southern end of it.
Okay. And what's it like, trying to get those placements, for those, aspiring producers and stuff, like, what should they know when they're trying to get a placement?
You're gonna be turned down a lot. You have to accept failure sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that it's complete failure, like you're trash, but there's a lot of people that are gonna say no. There's I've sent out thousands of emails, and maybe one or two people have contacted me back about things. So you just have to get used to people ignoring you, people telling you no, people shutting doors in your face, and then sooner or later something's gonna pop, and when it does, it pops off completely.
Sure. So regarding those placements, do you have a particular date that you're trying to secure them by, or just as it goes on?
Yeah, just as it goes on. I'm trying to get on anything right now. Anything that's gonna help me, benefit me, then that I'm looking for.
Sure. As a producer, aside from your work though, what are you currently listening to in terms of music?
I'm trying to get more in tune with local artists now.
Okay.
Details. He's an outstanding artist. I've just heard about him last week.
Okay.
Outstanding. There's a new singer, Desram.
Okay.
And he's got a voice like Trey Songz.
Word.
Yeah. Completely caught me off guard. Started singing in front of me. Caught me completely off guard.
Definitely. So I guess we'll potentially be hearing something from
Absolutely. I just gave him something yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as he gets on that tip and he's hungry for it too.
Oh, yeah, he's absolutely sure.
Now, a lot of times when producers come in, I always make the jokes about, artists and, them talking about, I can't afford the beat, but give me the beat and all that stuff, As your stature grows though, and you have that, confidence right now where you can say, you know what, if you don't have it, you don't give it to me. But, what really, should they be, for beginning artists as well, what should they really be, pay attention to when they're coming to you and saying, I want to work with you, but I don't have the money at this point in time. How should they really come to you?
Or should they come to you at all?
They should. I always like hearing new music. I like giving my opinion on everybody's songs, whether I know them or not, whether they're 10 years younger than me, 10 years older than me. I love to hear music. So they should absolutely come to me. Right now, it's hard for me to give out stuff for free, or else I would lose my whole catalog in a week.
Yeah.
But for artists that I like, anybody's song that I hear and I like, if they can't afford something, I try and find a space on them or for them on my album.
Okay.
So then we can work, they can get their views up, hopefully get some money on the back end of things, and then come back maybe buy a beat later.
That's a smart way to go about it, though.
Definitely. Would you say persistence counts if that one particular artist just comes?
Yeah, if if someone
And
keeps
tries to
getting at me,
improve it, of
yeah,
course.
yeah, if I can see improvement and if I think it's going to be a good look for me, then absolutely I'll work with anybody. But it just depends how they come at me. If they're going to be like all ignorant about it, if I tell them I can't give them something for free, then I'll never work with them again. Like there's no amount of money that someone could pay me once you disrespect me.
Definitely.
Then I don't want your money at all.
For sure, for sure. Now, of course, your project coming out in the third quarter, which yet is untitled yet. For the rest of the year, though, aside from that project, how do you see yourself ending it up? I mean, right now we're in the summertime. It's hot. What are you doing for the summers?
Just got back from school, so I'm trying to stay in the studio as much as I can.
Not going out, no vacations?
I don't think so. I might go to the States a few times, but nothing like big planned.
Yeah.
He's a focused man.
That's it, man. Definitely, it's good to be focused for sure. Are there any other projects or people that you're looking forward to working with that you haven't touched base with yet?
G5. I've worked with him a couple times, but I'd really like to work with him more. And he's like family, so I see him a lot.
Right.
So every time I hear one of his new songs, I just came into the studio yesterday and they were finishing something up, and it was nuts. Like once he left, I gave the engineer my memory stick. I was like, put this on him. Thanks.
Now, what is it about him that that appeals to you so much?
His voice is like made for rap. Like I told him this before. It's like he had no choice but to be a rapper. Like the voice that he has just sounds like anything.
Yeah, definitely very unique in that sense for sure. And of course, Pierre Jackson's going cross country doing his thing as well.
Every day.
Do you take time? Have you ever gone on tour with him before?
No, I want to.
What's it gonna
I
take?
want to try and squeeze my way onto this YG tour or something.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, I know he's gonna be in Edmonton as well.
For 50 Cent's birthday.
Right, definitely doing that. I mean, that's a big thing as well,
Massive.
for sure. He's going to be at the Calgary Stampede. That's
Yeah.
going to be epic in July. It always goes down for sure. Now, I mean, what's it going to take for you to get out there?
I don't know, persistently asking him to sing spot.
Or maybe go kidnap someone, put them
Yeah,
in a recording,
maybe
like,
give him a few more hits or something.
For sure, man, definitely. Well, that's all good, man. You got any shout-outs though for the people?
I just like to shout out everybody that supported me through everything, especially in this long time where I haven't released much, and everybody still continuously shows support on everything that I've released before. That means the world to me.
It's all a situation of just waiting on.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth it.
Absolutely.
For sure, for sure. Alright, well, I just want to say thank you very much for coming through the Royalty Radio, but just promote yourself one more time, let the people know what's good.
At Ryan Met on Twitter, at Metcalfe Productions on Instagram, Ryan Met on Facebook too. You can find me everywhere. What up, it's your boy Metcalfe. Make sure you tune into Royalty Radio every Tuesday at 8 to 10. RoyaltyRadio.ca.
So I call her Diablo. No club, just a condo on the beach with her. Few bottles on ice on the sand with her. Told her take her heels off, we on the bay side. She just wanna drink champagne into the daytime.